Hello friends, this is the First Time Farmer over 50. Welcome to the homestead. So we have been cutting some of the underbrush here in the sector D. Center of D is right over there by that big cedar tree in the middle with the orange, pink, whatever reddish colored ribbons on it. And this was my center area that I wanted to clear first. And so I spent the last 2 hours doing this, and we're going to take a little stroll so you can see what's been done. So this is a big old pile of brush that was made when we cleared this area up here, and I added a little bit to it. And then, as I mentioned on the previous video, we got a wash that starts right about here, and what I wanted to do was to fill it in some with as much brush as I could. Try to keep down on the erosion. I don't know how much you can see. The lighting's a little bit different 2 hours later, but see over here it's really thick. I did most of the work here to the left side of the wash. Did some on the other side too, but once we started filling in, it kind of obstructed the other side. And this is that big dead ash tree that I had mentioned or shown you on the previous video. Cleared out all around that. Makes it much easier to walk through here now than it did just 2 hours ago. Alright, more stuff that we just filled in here. And when I say we, of course I'm talking about me because I'm the only one here. There's top of the cedar going in there. And these are some other old dead cedars that I kind of cut up a little bit, but there's still some sections remaining, so those will come out eventually, probably, maybe, who knows. I might just leave them too. Pigs might like them. Gnaw on them, dig around on them. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, and I cleared out around that oak tree there. All that stuff ended up down here in the wash. Cleared out this area. And we're almost to the bottom. This is a much easier trip than it was the first time through. And see that big oak tree right through there with the fork in it? So that one was completely surrounded by honeysuckle. And I've been meaning to cut that honeysuckle down for the last year and a half and just hadn't gotten it around to it. And since I was only about 50 feet away with the chainsaw, I decided it was time for that to go. So all of those honeysuckles have been cut down. A lot of little trees, a lot of little maples and stuff around here have to come down too. We'll get to those eventually. But my primary focus is taking care of this area up through here. So I don't know how much you can see. In some ways it looks much more clear, but because of the way the branches are all piled up there in the wash, it still looks pretty bushy. But trust me, it's much better. And then from here, we'll start cleaning up on this side, and then over on that side, and just bringing everything right down here to the low spot. Keep filling it in as best we can, trying to keep it from eroding as much as possible, and open this up for sunlight so we can have some more silvopasture. This area, and I don't know how far you can see, there's a big oak tree with a kind of a bend to it right there. So the area where I'm starting to clear is probably maybe about 30 to 40 feet beyond that tree. And it goes over in this direction And I don't know what you can really see over there, but from where I'm standing, maybe about 100 feet is the distance which I'll be clearing out. And this whole area here, once it's completed, will be about 4/10 of an acre, about an additional 4/10. So adding that to the 1.6 acres up there, I'll have just about 2 acres fairly well cleared out for silvopasture. So we're getting there. Lots of work, but it's fun. So, all right, well, that's all we're going to do for right now. Appreciate you watching. Please hit like and subscribe on the way out. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. But if not, we will see you in the pasture.